gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming.
Coach, I tell you, tough to top our assignment this afternoon under clear blue skies in Southern California at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. AT Gator. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check three. Check two.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert, his throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Eight.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Newton on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Room here to run. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 67 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to, because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Good track. Hey, team 6.
2nd and 9 now. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Newton. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
56, Mike, 56.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And with the yards from that carry, that puts Cam over 5,000 rushing yards in his career, making him only the second quarterback behind Michael Vick to reach that number. The Lion continues to roar.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Hey, lock it. Check 37. Five.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking,
and that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Cross.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. It's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack. Newton, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Then they take possession. Yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 18
over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. X3. 218. Chop.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Finding room inside the 40. Got his man. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Chargers, first down and 10 yards to go.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Six guys, check 6 guys. Check 9.
Greystone, travel. 5.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
10-2 stop.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I can't believe they even let
6-6, pull it high.
To throw again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Intercepted by the Broncos. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Badgley now to kick this one away.
Let's go, baby. Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make some...
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the safety creep. Check, 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 check.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Herbert, he's got his man. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
looking to throw again on second down. Lock, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Lock going to go on 4th down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 61. Match box right. You got tight. You got tight. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
14 yards. That's another Chargers.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, what a move. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Break. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Rush in. Rush in.
6-6. Pull it high.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First down. Recon, 132 fighter. Say. Now.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
80 weapon.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey,
Check. Let go.
Now it's Henry. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ready, break.
54,
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit.
Off play action. Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"